Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain question number 6th and question number 7th of exercise 7.1 of class 12. As you can see, the question is find the derivative of sine x degree with respect to x. So we'll start the solution. First we'll assume whatever be the question as y. So y is equal to sine x degree. Now since students the angle is in degrees, so you can't differentiate, as well as we can't integrate also. So whenever you have to differentiate any trigonometric ratio, then you should take care that the angle should not be in degree. If it is in degree, you should convert the angle in radian by using this formula, that x degree is equal to pi x upon 180 radian. So this x degree we will replace by pi x upon 180, so it came in the radian. Now as soon as your trigonometric ratio converts in radian, you can differentiate it. So just write down on differentiating with respect to x. So when we differentiate it, we are going to use the formula that sine theta, differentiation of sine theta is cos theta. So by that we will differentiate it. So just see the differentiation. So cos theta, but the angle is not in its simplest form. So by chain rule we have to differentiate it again. So when we will differentiate it again, this pi upon 180 is a coefficient of x. So it will come in front, and then only x we have to differentiate. As you can see, I wrote here pi upon 180 came out of the derivative symbol, and this x, only x we have to differentiate. So dx over dx, when we differentiate this x, then we will get 1. So the answer of this differentiation is 1 here. So only we are remained with pi upon 180. So pi upon 180 came here. So the differentiation is this, but again this, that is pi x upon 180 radian, you can convert as x degree. So again convert it by this formula. So instead of pi x upon 180, write down x degree. So the differentiation of sine x degree is pi upon 180 cos x degree. Now we will move to the question number 7th. The question 7th is find derivative of log root 1 minus cos x upon root 1 plus cos x with respect to x. So again we will assume this as y. Now before differentiating it, we will try to simplify it. So just rationalize the denominator. When we have to rationalize the denominator, if the denominator is in bracket, whatever sign in middle, it has plus sign. So just opposite of it, that is minus sign. So take the bracket as 1 minus cos x and 1 minus cos x. So this process is named as rationalizing the denominator. So I rationalize the denominator. So how to select the bracket to rationalize? Whatever be the denominator, because we are rationalizing the denominator, so denominator's middle symbol, just reverse it. If it is positive, change it to the negative, and then multiply both numerator as well as the denominator. Now when we will do this, we will carefully observe the numerator. See the numerator, both brackets are identical. So it's going to be 1 minus cos x square, and the denominator, it is in the form of a plus b, a minus b. So we can use the formula a square minus b square. Now after this, so 1 square is 1. So 1 minus cos square formula, you know, 1 minus cos square x is sin square x. Then just see the numerator as well as denominator have the square. So this root and these squares will remove each other. So we are removed here root. Only we are remained with 1 minus cos x and sin x. Now separate the denominator. So when you will separate the denominator, it will go with 1 also, and it will go with cos x also. So we will get 1 upon sin x, and here we will get cos x upon sin x. Now 1 upon sin x is the formula of cosec x, because we know cosec x reciprocal is 1 upon sin x, and cos x upon sin x is cot x. So we got y is equal to log cosec x minus cot x. Now we will differentiate it. So when we differentiate with respect to x, we will get, because you know that log x differentiation is 1 upon log x. So that's why here when we differentiate it, log, we'll assume it as log x. So log x differentiation is 1 upon x. That's why it came 1 upon x, means this completely assumed as x. So 1 upon x. Now, but it's not the simplest form of x. That's why by the chain rule we have to differentiate it again. That's why I applied here. I hope this step is clear. How we have done it? We assume it as log x. Log x differentiation is 1 upon x. Then we have to differentiate this again because it's not the simplest form of x. That's why we have to use the chain rule. That's why derivative of cosec x minus cot x came here. Now we'll differentiate it. Cosec x differentiation is minus cosec x cot x, and cot x differentiation is minus cosec square x. Since cot x differentiation is minus cosec x square, so that minus and this minus will multiply each other. So minus minus plus you will get. Now here when we'll observe, we'll find that cosec x is common in both. So we'll take cosec x outside. So we'll remain with cosec x minus cot x. Here I wrote the formulas of cosec x and cot x. So what I said here, we'll take cosec x common. So after taking the common cosec x, we are remain with cosec x minus cot x. Now just see the bracket. These brackets are same, so they will cancel each other. So we are remain with cosec x. So differentiation of our question's answer is cosec x. Thank you.